Something you'd see in a thriller. Everything black. Dark strobes, only visible with infrared scopes. Not so much as a light flashing on the chopper. We raced low over Cook Inlet, the only illumination coming from the glow of anchorage as it slipped away behind us, reflecting off the hulking white pans of ice that flowed in the ripping tidal currents. 2 minutes out, they signaled to us that we were nearing the drop zone. Roger and I began our routine checks of each other and ourselves. Doing waterwork in Alaska, you must wear dry suits, because wetsuits won't do the trick. The water is just too cold. We wore specially made survival dry suits. Roger gave me the zipper sign, then the neck ring sign, and I nodded back a yep, you're good. Checks like this between partners could be the difference between life and extreme discomfort and death. When geared up for operations, you simply can't see your entire body, because you have too much equipment in the way. You rely on your buddy to double-check zippers, rings, buckles, harnesses, and straps. During waterwork training, our safeties were our teammates, and we almost always had a safety boat in the water. But on this night, as we were about to make our plunge, no safety boat waited below. Just one monstrous inlet draining into the Pacific Ocean. 2 helicopters in complete tactical blackout mode. No light. The only security for me was the fact that we had some of the most incredible pararescue men in the world on that second bird. And then there was my partner. Roger Sparks, one of the finest pararescue men to have dropped from the Alaskan sky. A seasoned Marine Force recon and a veteran of all sorts of missions, trainings, and rescues. I wasn't naive. It wasn't as if I thought nothing could go wrong, but with Roger by my side, the odds were in my favor if something did. The event was supposed to be a straightforward exercise, but I suppose they all are. We were to do a low and slow, where the helicopter flies between 10 and 20 feet above the water, moving forward from 5 to 10 miles per hour, not very fast. Roger and I would slide open the doors, jump out, splash. Nothing to it. Then the helicopter would fly a little dogleg and come back, drop the cable to us. We would hoist up, get in the aircraft, jump back out one more time, and then climb up into the chopper, the last time using a rope ladder. Although I wasn't such a huge fan of waterwork at night, I always liked jumping out of the helicopter. This is the cool part of the job. Like in the military recruitment commercials, when you see the battle-ready warriors, feet together, come flying out of the chopper. Splash! It's like that. A huge rush of adrenaline. I relish those moments of free fall most, but that exciting half-second in the door isn't bad either. When I'm looking out and thinking, whoa, baby, this is my job. They cut me a paycheck for this. Even on this night, as I prepared to jump into the turbulent and frigid waters of Cook Inlet, I was excited and looking forward to the jump. Those ridiculous cold water concerns that had floated through my mind minutes earlier as I lifted off from my hometown, gone. Gone, baby, gone. You accept a degree of faith every time you step to the door of the aircraft you are about to jump out of. I hovered at the chopper's doors, ever so careful. I wore fins and eased right to the brink. In my mind, I ran through the whole process to the jump, attentive so I wouldn't hurt myself or lose all my gear upon impact. Screwing up would put Roger, myself, and everyone at risk. I had my right hand smashing my mask to my face, with a death grip on my snorkel, and my left hand gripping the gear on my waist. Jumping from a chopper is, by definition, fun. First, the sensation of free fall hits as your stomach rises in your chest and your heart pounds. Your mind processes the images of the water racing at increasing speed toward you until impact. For a half second, the impact hurts, a sting through your entire being. And then the pain is gone, and everything is silent and weightless. One moment you're in the helicopter, and the world is all chaos and noise, even with your earplugs. Then, you're falling. And boom! You're underwater for a half second,